Hi everybody. I'm off to the side here. Can you see the birds on my feeders? I don't want to get too close because I don't want to scare them. When I was a kid, my parents used to ask me to feed the birds all the time. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I don't know why I hated it so much. Maybe because they were asking me to do it. We had a large, it was a porch, a deck. And we lived on a house that had a 32-mile view down the valley. It was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. We were up on top of the hill, higher up the hill than where Hartwick College is, those of you who know Hartwick College and where that is. And so we overlooked the city of Oneonta, and it went straight down the valley. You could see all the way to Mount Oneonta in outside of Stamford, New York. It was really an incredible view. And we had this huge deck along the front of the house. Well, I guess it was the back of the house. But the house was 2/3 glass. It was passive solar heating even when it was built in the 1960s. Very modern. And the deck was 12 feet wide, and it ran for 1, 2, 3, 4, it must be 40 feet. 40 feet by 12 feet. It was a huge redwood deck. And the bird feeder was out there. A bird feeder my dad had made, of course. And so I'd have to take the bird seed out every so often. Well, at least if they were away, I had to do it every day. And we had great birds there. Come on, Manny, get down if you're going to whine. There you go. And I hated it. So I grew up hating birds. Then I had this friend of mine, one of my best friends from seminary, who passed away a couple of years ago. And she said to me, I'll never forget it. I mean, she said lots of things I'll never forget. But this one thing was that she said, you know, when you get in your 60s, all of a sudden, there are 3 things you really want to have. And I said, yeah, what are they? And she said, a convertible, you want to feed the birds, and you just want to go and watch a lot of concerts of river dance and clogging. And I said, really? Why those 3 things? And she said, I don't know, has to do with aging. Well, I hate to admit this, that she might have been right. I don't know how I feel about convertibles. And clogging, you know, I could take it or leave it. But I really have come to love feeding the birds. Isn't that crazy? So I wanted to talk just a little bit. Of course, now Maddie wants to be up in my lap. Just a minute. She has been she's back to wearing the cone of healing. Still same issue, but well, more on that later. So what I wanted to just kind of put out there for you today, I just got my hair cut, and gosh, I look a mess. Can you tell I'm doing this over a little vacation time? Anyway, it's because I couldn't stand to be away from you all. Aging brings with it a shift in our priorities, doesn't it? Whether we're talking about aging from being a toddler into a preschooler, or we're talking about aging and becoming from tween into teenager, or from adolescent into young adult. Aging brings with it a change of priorities. What was important no longer is. Things that weren't important, like feeding the birds, all of a sudden they become very important. Where are you? What has changed for you in the last 5 years as far as your priorities are concerned? And more importantly for our discussion, since this is a prayerful pause with the pastor, a time to think of something greater than ourselves, what is it that you think that God might be telling you in your new priorities of life? Is there a message? I mean, for me, I think the message with the birds is pretty clear. You know, I need to get out of what I'm doing, focused on in my work, inside the house or on the computer especially, and be paying attention again to the world around me where I grew up. I mean, I grew up in the country, and I was outdoors more than I was indoors, no matter what season it was. So That's the question for today. How have your priorities changed? What are you interested in now that you weren't 5 years ago? And what is God telling you through that? Let me know. I'm really curious to know what's going to come after clogging, convertibles, and birds. What's the next stage in my development that I can look forward to? Listen, I hope you have a great day. I hope this has been fun for you. Did you notice our new beginning? Yeah, seasonal beginning now because it's getting to be winter, and it's good to be back. Thank you for understanding my need for a week away. And I hope you had a blessed Thanksgiving. And now we're into the Advent season, doing a lot of waiting for God, waiting for a new relationship with Jesus inside our hearts, the Bethlehem of our hearts. So until next time, have a great day. Take care. God bless. See you then. Bye for now.